who's spoken about on various occasions before, especially his family. Many of them happen to be great rabbis of yesteryear. His name is Rabbi Yehoshua Azriel, Zecher Tzedek Livracha, one of the great rabbis of his time. He was actually, I think, born back in December 1874, and he passed away on Yud Zayin Av. This was in the year 1959. So he lived about approximately 84 years of age. He was when he passed away. Now, Rabbi Azriel will go on to become a Shluchei Rabbanan, a rabbinic emissary. He will become a manager of the Yeshivat, Oahel Ya'akov in Jerusalem, and one of the founders of the Beit Yitumim Sephardi Be'er, orphanage house for the Sephardi community inside the holy city of Jerusalem. Now, he was born in Jerusalem in the year 1874 on the 25th of December. He happened to have been born in. Let's explore a few of the highlights of the famous rabbi's life, because there's much we can actually say within regards to him. So he was, just start off, remember we've spoken about other people, I believe, that were members of his family. It happened to be Yud Zayin Tevet, 17th of Tevet, when he was born. And his father's name was Rabbi Aaron Azriel, who we're going to speak about hopefully in the coming minutes. His mother's name was Rabbanit Rachel. Now, when he was born, his name was Yehoshua, or Joshua as you can say. And I think afterwards, after he was born, they would add the name Raphael to his name. Now, I think it's reported over, I think sadly his father passed away when he was about 4 years of age. And he would end up living, I think, under the auspices of Rabbi Yaakov Meir, who would go on to become the chief rabbi of Israel at that point in time. So really was imbued in a huge amount of Torah through him. I think that this was around the year 1892. He would actually get married, if I'm not mistaken, to Rabbi Yaakov Meir's daughter. This was in 1892. Her name was Lavana, Rabbanit Lavana. They would go on to have 6 children, 2 boys and 4 girls. It's chronicled over. Now it's actually interesting. He would go on to become appointed the manager of the Yeshivat, Oahel Ya'akov, and that was very much part of Rabbi Yaakov Meir's faculty. And I think come 1903, shortly afterwards, he was appointed like a part of the foundation to found the Beit Yitumim HaSfardi in the Sephardic orphanage house in Jerusalem, respectively. Now, he would actually travel outside of Israel on several occasions as a rabbinic emissary, as a Shluchei Rabbanan, in order to raise funds for Hebron, one of the 4 holy cities of Israel, and Jerusalem. He would go out to Algeria. He would also travel to Mitzrayim, Egypt, I believe. I think come 1920, he would actually be sent to Tunisia in order to raise funds for Jerusalem, for the capital city of Israel. And now, once again, on 1928, another traveling. He'd go out, I think, on behalf of Yeshiva, Chizuk Torah, I think connected to the United States of America, if I'm not mistaken. Now, he would put some of his teachings, Torah teachings, would have been printed in the Ha'asaf newspaper. It was. Now, he passed away on the 21st of August, 1959. That was naturally the 17th of Av, Hitafshin Yud Tet. He passed away on. He was a very great rabbi of his time. We can add a few more things within regards to him. We said that how he was born. According to another opinion here, he was born in the year 1875. So I think that's what we stated beforehand. Another opinion said it was 1874 when he was born, but that's according to him. His father's name was Rabbi Aaron Rabbeinu Azriel, who was a very, very great rabbi, and obviously he would be brought up in the house of Rabbi Yaakov Meir and would get married to his daughter Lavana, or Luna, I think her name was, and he, obviously grandiose positions he's going to get all throughout his time. Oahel Ya'akov is a place that we have to speak about at a later stage in time. I think among his descendants, if I'm not mistaken, was Yehudit Rachel, happened to be the wife of Rabbi Yitzchak ben Yehuda, or Yitzchak ben Yehuda. Another one was Gedalia, if I'm not mistaken. One of his daughters would get married, was Matilda. She got married to Gedalia Leon in Tel Aviv. Another one of his daughters was Yael, got married to Alexander Siton, if I'm not mistaken, in Jerusalem. So we can actually relate more. Let's speak a bit within regards to his father. His father was also a very great rabbi who we mentioned about before. So let's speak about, I think we actually dedicated a video to his father. His father's name was Rabbi Aaron Azriel. His father was born, I believe, in the year 1818 and passed away in 1879. He was a famous Kabbalist in the land of Israel. He would go on to become the head of Yeshivat Bet El, and very much was a rabbi, I think there between 1871 to 1879. Now it's interesting, his father one of the Talmudim would be Rabbi Yaakov Meir. You can see how well they are connected. Now, Rabbi Rafael Yehoshua Azriel, who was his son, had a brother, Rabbi Moshe Bachor Azriel, also from the family. Now, it's actually interesting. I think they were connected very much. The famous Pele Yoetz. Remember, we've spoken about the Pele Yoetz before, Rabbi Eliezer Papo. I think he was somehow connected to the family, which you mentioned about just before. I think through a couple of generations beforehand, they were actually connected. I will have to point out to you the exact connection it was. Okay, so let's explore a bit more information within regards to them. His father, Rabbi Aaron, was, so we're going to speak about his father. Aaron Azriel, first of all, would get married to Mazal. So Rabbanit Mazal, Aaron's father, I believe happened to be the mother of Rabbi Rafael Azriel. She was the daughter of Rabbi Eliezer Papo. So Rabbi Eliezer Papo, the author of the Pele Yoetz, was, so Rabbi Rafael, I think Rabbi Aaron Azriel happens to be the father of Rabbi Rafael Azriel, who we're speaking about today, got married to Rabbanit Mazal, who was a daughter of Rabbi Eliezer Papo. Now, sadly, Rabbanit Mazal passed away during the birth of Moshe, who was the son of Aaron Azriel, the half-brother of Rabbi Rafael Azriel. So technically, it wasn't through blood the connection, the family connection of Rabbi Eliezer Papo to Rabbi Rafael Azriel. However, his father was married to his daughter, so there was through an indirect, strong connection there was. And obviously, Rafael Yehoshua Azriel's his grandfather would go on to become Rabbi Yaakov Meir, who was a chief rabbi of Israel. So he was connected very strongly on strong sides to great rabbis. Let's speak a bit more about Rabbi Aaron Azriel, the father of Rabbi Rafael Azriel, who was speaking about before. He was about what a great rabbi he happened to be. He was born in Jerusalem, I believe, and he was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, just to give some information with regards to Rabbi Aaron Azriel, he was, I think, very close with the Rosh HaKadosh, the famous Kabbalist, if I'm not mistaken, Rabbi Shalom Shrabi. Also, Rabbi Yedidia Rafael Abu Lafi he was close to, and Rabbi Nissim Shmuel Yehuda Arutz was also, and he would become, I think, take the place of the latter as the Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshivat Bet El. I think he would serve as the Ab Bet Din, head of Jewish court in the Sephardi Jewish community in Israel. Rabbi Yaakov Meir, who would become the Rishon LeZion, would be one of his students. Rabbi Aaron Azriel would also go out on Shluchei D'Rabbanan, rabbinic emissary travelings, especially on behalf of the Jerusalem and the Hebron Kollel and the missions with regards to Yeshivat Bet El. I think specifically between the years 1849 to 1853, he would take on. I think he would take on various different roles. I think he would travel to Libya, to Tunisia, and to Algeria, and would write, I think, the Mikveh Mayim book, if I'm not mistaken. He was very connected to cities in Macedonia, in Tunisia, and would do a huge amount. He would write various different piyutim, as we stated before, and he would be very, very well connected. We mentioned about this video is talking about Rabbi Rafael Yehoshua Azriel, and Azriel also. So he had various different descendants. Now, friends, I'm going to leave it here. We're going to continue the series in due course. Wish you all a good day. Take care, and please subscribe to the channel.